Sorry to everyone else who just like took over the call. There.
Awesome, I love it. All right, everybody, welcome to the meal planning call. I'm so excited. I just committed 2 minutes ago to do the ultimate reset come January for New Year's. I have been wanting to do that for over 4 years. Like since when I first heard about it, I wanted to do it. But honestly, I'm scared to do it. But from what I heard, you eat a lot of food. There's no strenuous workout. So that's why the 3-week yoga retreat was born, was for this ultimate reset. And it's supposed to reset your whole body. And I've seen the top coaches do it. And they have, like Ashley Moe said, she she does it every single year as kind of like it's only 3 weeks. But it's, the thing is, because it's a lot of food, it's very specific what you're supposed to eat. They tell you exactly what you're supposed to eat, which is good because it takes the guesswork out of it. But it's a lot of preparing too. Like you have to prepare to be prepared,
Brittany Leggett is doing it right now. If you kind of want to get a feel for it, I think she's on like day 19 or something. So
Autumn is finishing hers up
every day. What?
Autumn is finishing it up.
I like that it's not a cleanse because you don't need a cleanse because your body is its own cleanse. But I like that it's like still eat and really I feel like it's more of a mind reset.
Yeah. And people say it's a lot of food. Like you eat a lot. It's not like you're feeling deprived at all. Like I see these people, like what they're eating. It's like, oh my gosh, like that's a lot. But supposedly it's what you're eating. It's the specific food that they have to eat that's supposed to clean out your body. So that's pretty cool.
I will commit to doing it with you.
Me too.
I got your back.
I'm so excited. Now we have 2 people, and then we can go out and invite, and hopefully we'll have some more people.
There we go.
All right. So, all right. So what is everybody's ideas for, does anybody have any ideas for, what's your first meal usually? Usually I have a pre-workout meal that consists of a protein and a carb and either a fruit or a veggie. I usually do something like that. And that's a pre-workout meal. I like to have that before I drink my pre-workout, before I drink my pre-workout and do the workout. So does everybody else do a pre-workout meal or not really?
So before my whole mess, I like to do ground turkey or ground chicken, ground it up, very bland. Like this is no seasonings, no nothing. Sweet potato, mash it completely, like kind of like just whipped potatoes, and that's it. And then I'll do spinach, and I literally put it in a bowl. It's all pre-made. I heat it up in the microwave, and I just mix it all together. Yes, it sounds and looks disgusting, but it's delicious.
Awesome.
And that's the way you can get it all in.
Okay.
Treat that as a pre-workout now, because you do your workouts all different times. Anytime you work out, you always have a pre-workout. It's suggested for time nutrition. I've never done it except for when I attempted 80-day, but I can't work out in the morning.
Yeah. That's what I do. And
it's amazing how much more energy you have for your workout. I remember I was doing it for a while, then I stopped. And then I remember it was during Transform 20. I was like, I just felt like I couldn't push, even with Energize. I just felt like I didn't have that oomph. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to try the pre-workout. Let's see what happens. I was like a different person. It just gives you have the fuel to give it. You know what I mean? Like you have the energy to give. So
that's my favorite one, because before I work out, I had to be on a more blander stomach, like I eat even like just something. And I went back to Time Nutrition, because that was the best results I ever got was on Time Nutrition.
Me too. I feel like I should go back to that.
And so I went back to that, and I ate it before I got on the workout with her, and I'm like shoveling it in, but it's all pre-made. I make enough for that, and you just heat it up in the microwave.
Yeah.
And it's done, and it's bland. And that for me is the only way I can have it. Otherwise my stomach gets upset when I work out.
Yeah. I need a little salt, but what's nice about Time Nutrition for anybody who doesn't know or hasn't done it yet, I love it because it tells you exactly what to eat at each meal. So instead of if you're using the container system, they'll tell you how many containers you're supposed to have in a day, and you could spread them out however you want, right? You could have your blue container whenever you want, your greens whenever. With Time Nutrition, they say, okay, no, for your first meal, if it's your pre-workout meal, you're going to have a red, a yellow, and a green. And then for this meal, you're going to eat a blue, a purple, and a yellow. And then they have this meal, and then they tell you everything. And so again, it kind of takes the guesswork out of it, but it's a lot more preparation, and you have to be really diligent. So it really just depends on you. It's definitely worth trying out if you've never tried it. It's something cool to try to see how it works for you. So for, like I said, for my pre-workout, I usually have eggs or yogurt as my protein. And then if I'm doing eggs, I'll do some kind of veggie usually. If I'm doing yogurt, I'll do some kind of a grain like oatmeal or granola, and then I'll do a fruit with that. So what about you guys?
I have I have dinner before my workout, my walk.
Oh, yeah, that's good. That's a pre-workout.
Yes.
That's good. And then what do you have? What do you usually? So now with you, so you can talk a little bit about To Be Mindset because you do that program.
Yes.
Or you do a combination, right?
Well, I do containers because I have trouble with my portions, you know.
Right.
So I just, like, if I'm gonna have fruit, I'll use the fruit one, whatever, just to help me a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm pretty much, I know what to have at this point. And I really have to stop. Like last night we had the cheeseburger for National Cheeseburger Day. And so there was 3 more cheeseburgers on the plate, and I just sat and I picked it. So what I need to do is just make my plate and walk away. So it's all part of the whole portion thing.
Yes. And what I love about To Be Mindset is they focus on having protein and veggies as your last meal, right? So
Yes.
I kind of like to incorporate that in, even though I follow the container system more. I think it's a good philosophy to kind of keep your carbs and fruits to the beginning of the day.
Right, and no carbs at all for dinner.
Right.
I try to stick with that, sure.
I love the cauliflower substitute for potatoes.
Oh, delicious. I make that all the time. Everybody loves that.
And it's like you feel like you've had mashed potatoes.
I'm all about the cauliflower substitution. I love it. My kids eat it. They can't tell the difference. It's amazing. Yeah. I love it. All about it.
So good.
And what I do also when I cook the cauliflower, when I steam it, I use chicken broth, and it gives it a little more flavor. To me, it's like that butter flavor that's in there.
Yeah. So I had this lunch today, guys. I went and I splurged. I never do this. I went out to lunch by myself. I went to a really yummy place in town, right in Bayshore, called Tula Kitchen. If you've never been there, it's amazing. It's like a vegetarian type place, but they have a lot of healthy foods, but they have some unhealthy stuff too. And I had something. I usually always get the Tula Cobb. That's like my go-to. And when I was like, I really want a good salad, and I didn't have the stuff at home to make one. And I'm like, I don't feel like going food shopping now. All right, I'm going to treat myself. I'm going out for a salad. And I'm like, where can I go? And I thought of Tula, and I'm like, all right, I'm going to go there. So I went there purposely for the salad. And then I looked on the menu, and there was this thing called the Summer Lovin' Bowl. And I'm like, oh, I totally stepped out of a comfort zone. It was the most delicious thing I ever had. And it totally could be redone at home, I think. It was chicken and avocado and sweet potato and purple rice, which I've never had before. And hold on. And it was also roasted Brussels sprouts, which now I love. Go figure! It's like so excited. So I was like, all right, I'm doing it. I'm totally out of my comfort zone. I'm doing the Brussels sprouts. Roasted Brussels sprouts and roasted cauliflower. And then it had like microgreens, like sprouts on top. Guys, it was like, I had to stop, and I brought my laptop to get some work done. So I was like, all right, I'll stop. I'll do some work, and then I'll go back. And I was there for like an hour and a half. It was like the best lunch ever. And I ate the whole thing. I didn't have to wrap anything up. I just took my time. I want to recreate that at home.
But you didn't mention if they had some sort of dressing on there.
I did put the dressing, and it was an avocado dressing. So I was like, even though I'm sure I went over in my blues today. I'm sure between the avocado and then the dressing being made with avocado, I'm probably.
Was it like a creamy dressing or what?
It was creamy, but it was avocado that made it creamy. So
Right.
that's allowed. So I just put it on there. And I only put a little at first, but it really wasn't enough because there wasn't much. It was the potato and the rice and the veggies. There wasn't enough like liquidy stuff. There was no fruit in it or anything. So I wound up using all the dressing. But I think it was a healthy dressing. They're pretty good there. So anyway.
Terry, I think I mentioned that place to you. Wasn't that, it's on the corner, right?
Yes. It's on the corner of 4th and
Main Street.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
Never been, but I hear very good things.
oh, girl. And then I was going to get the dessert. So this is how good I'm trying to be. After I eat, I love chocolate. So they have some really yummy desserts there. And one of them is this chocolate peanut butter. They call it an icy. It's almost like, I don't know how to explain it. It's not really pudding. It's not ice cream. It's not cake, but it's kind of like a mix between, it's almost like an ice cream cake to me, but like just the cream part. Like, I don't know how to explain it. I've had it before. It's vegan. It's delicious. And I said to the girl, is it really, really healthy or is it have a lot of sugar in it and stuff? She's like, well, I said, forget it. I'm not going to get it. You know, like, I can already tell I'm not supposed to have it. Forget it. So I was good. But anyway, I would love to recreate a salad like that or something like that for lunch this week.
What is with that purple rice?
So I asked her that. I was like, what kind of rice is it?
Yeah.
It says it's basmati rice, so which is allowed. It's okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I think probably Trader Joe's. I might have to make a trip to Trader Joe's.
I think it's in more of the specialties. Like you have to really look for it. It might be only when it's in season.
Right.
I think that one is an in-season type rice that kind of comes in, just like the purple cauliflower comes in at certain times of the year.
Right.
Like I think that is a certain time of the year.
Right.
I know they have black rice at like Costco.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I mean, I guess I could use something like that, right? You use regular rice too, but the purple was nice. But between there was purple rice and then there was the sweet potatoes. That's all carbs. So I definitely had my limit of carbs there. And then all the avocado. So I might have went over in my yellows and my blues, but it was very healthy though. It had the protein, it had the
But you're so happy talking about it. It's almost like, and now you're gonna like recreate it. It's almost like it was a win because like, you know, that's like you still gotta eat and be happy, right?
That's right. And it was healthy choice. Like it is healthy. There's nothing bad in it. It's not like they had chocolate in it.
Well, the things that you said you went over the limit on. So when you make it yourself, just can you put less of what was not good for you?
Exactly. So that's the beauty of doing it at home with the containers.
Right.
So I would just use like a half a container of rice, or I would just make sure if I'm having my 2 yellows there, like 1 container of rice and then a half a sweet potato, then I just make sure I'm not having any yellows at dinner.
Right.
You know, so it'll all work out. I'm going to do it, girls. Because, I mean, all the stuff I know how to make, except for the Brussels sprouts. Does anybody have a really good, like, how to roast Brussels sprouts so they're not gross recipe?
Salt, pepper, garlic powder, oven.
No, like coconut oil, butter, peanut butter, chocolate.
A little coconut oil. That's it.
Peanut butter on Brussels sprouts?
No, I'm just saying, like, whatever you got to do to make it taste good.
I almost was like, wait, is this like, it's the ricotta thing all over again? Tell me the secret.
Oh, I got to show you girls what I got. You guys talk amongst yourselves for a second. I'm going to show you what I got. It's in my Instagram stories, but if you don't watch me on Instagram, you won't know.
So I'm really curious to know, Kristen, did you make any of the overnight oats this week? You didn't do it, or you didn't like them?
I didn't do it. I need an adult. I need an adult. No, I did not. But I'm placing a big grocery order tonight, and I will do it this week. Well, I will.
I found one.
You posted earlier about the chai seeds and pumpkin the pumpkin spice pudding or whatever it was, that looked incredible.
Yeah, Alana posted it. It's literally just pumpkin pie, pumpkin Shakeology, chia seeds, and almond milk. Is that
Yeah,
what
it
is?
looked fantastic.
Just like let it sit for a while. Alana Molstead posted earlier today. She'd made it pumpkin spice Shakeology, chia seeds, and almond milk mixed up, and then she lets it sit for a while. I guess she only puts a little almond milk in it, so it's like a pudding consistency. I think you've done it before to make like pudding almost with your Shakeology.
Yeah, it looks delicious.
With the chia seeds, if you've ever used them for anything, you know that they almost get like that.
They absorb
Texture kind of thing to them. So in like a pudding, it would taste, I guess, with that texture even more.
That's why chia is so good for us to put. And guys, just sprinkle it on anything. Put it like if you have like oatmeal, I just sprinkle it like it's like sprinkles, and I put the chia seeds because what happens?
Put it on your Brussels sprouts.
Yeah, there you go. If you sprinkle them on, they don't really have much flavor. It gives like a little bit of a crunch. And what I love about chia is it absorbs in your belly and it makes you feel fuller longer. So that's a good reason to use chia. So if you ever make, there's a Shakeology pudding like you're talking about, and there's a chia Shakeology pudding where you're just using chia seeds and almond milk, and you put it in the fridge like overnight or for 4 hours, 8 hours, whatever it is, and it gets thick. It gets thick because all that liquid is absorbed with the chia, and it makes it like fluffier. Pretty cool.
It's good in yogurt too.
Orange, right?
Chia, I think, is an orange.
Yeah.
But that's bad. I just kind of like, I don't really measure that.
Yeah.
It doesn't count if you just sprinkle.
For some reason, I thought because they're so high in protein, I thought it would be part of a red. Like if I put it in my oatmeal and stuff in the morning, so I never counted it as an orange. And I was like, yeah, I never counted that right.
So I was at Tula Kitchen today. Across the street from there is a place called the Bayshore Bean. It's the same place. It's the same owners as the Babylon Bean. So if you've been to either of those. And in there's a woman who started her own company. It's called Laurel's Butter, and she makes almond butter. And this one I've had before. It's dark chocolate almond butter. You can get these online too.
Amber raves about this.
Oh, so good. And this one is white chocolate pumpkin pie, and it's just nuts. There's really like very little. I mean, there's got to be something in it to make it white chocolate, but there's very little ingredients in it. It's very.
I got dark chocolate. This week. I tried it.
We're all breaking up, girl.
Oh, it says my internet connection's unstable. Can you hear me? Okay.
Did you say though? Because it was all like jarbled.
Oh, I got dark chocolate hummus this week. It was good.
The dark chocolate hummus is awesome. I'm actually going to have some tonight, even though I already probably went over in my blues. I'll go over a little bit more because we got a cake for my brother for his birthday, and it looks like a cake I will want. So I have some strawberries, and I have the dark chocolate hummus. I will have that instead of cake. I think it's better than cake.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So does anybody have any other ideas for the week, specifically with dinner?
Oh, I made the egg bake this week.
Oh, good.
The egg, I made it. It was actually, I think I'm going to make it every week now because it's so much easier for me to just throw it in the toaster oven and heat it up and not like make every dish in my house dirty for the morning before I go to work. So it actually came out really, really good.
Yeah, I love that egg bake. Lori makes it every single week, and she makes it for her and her husband. So she makes 2 batches of it because, like, he likes the egg yolk, she likes the egg white, so she makes 1 of each. And it lasts them for breakfast for the whole week.
Yeah.
And it really, she makes the sweet potatoes right in the Instapot, so they don't take long, but you can make them in the oven or whatever. And
I just threw them in the microwave.
Yeah, you do that too. And then just peel them and put them in the pan and smush them down and put whatever veggies you want on top, and then put eggs on top of that and put them in the oven. And you could put anything on them. You could put bacon in it or turkey bacon.
Alana, what did you put in yours this week? It looked like it had some good things in there. What type?
I just did the sweet potato, but then I did broccoli, cauliflower, spinach, cheese, and egg whites. But I'm definitely gonna do this week. I want to do onions and mushroom and cheese, and maybe like a meat, like turkey bacon or something.
Oh, so I had asked this once before. What is a good brand of turkey bacon? I tried one. I don't remember what it was, and I didn't care for it. What type do you get?
I like Nature's Promise from Stop and Shop.
Nature's Promise.
I think I got Oscar Myers or whatever the brand, just whatever, or whatever. Costco had like 5 packages of. I think it might be Oscar Mayer. I make it very well done though, like almost burnt, and then it's really good.
I'll try those then.
I find when you cook turkey bacon a lot, it doesn't taste as like rubbery almost. Like I prefer it as well, really, really crispy.
It's crunchy.
Yeah.
It's not like the same as bacon because it doesn't have all the fat, so it doesn't get that like grizzly crispy. It just gets like it has a lot of crunch to it. It's like eating a turkey bacon chip. Right?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
If you chop it up and put it in the egg bake thing, it would probably be really good.
Oh yeah, you don't notice. Like my husband would be like, "It's not real bacon. I don't know what that is," but I like. Doesn't bother me.
I love real bacon.
I know bacon. There's nothing like it.
When I make something that does call for bacon, I'm like, you know what? If I have just 2 pieces of bacon, I'm happy. I'm content.
Yep.
Like I eat egg cups, and I'm like, I don't care. I'm not going to use I don't care for the turkey bacon. I'm going to put just that little bit of it in there.
Yep. I've done that too. You can get like really lean bacon, like that's pork bacon and not turkey bacon, and it's not that bad. I mean,
if I'm going bacon, I might as well have the small little bit of bacon because the turkey bacon sucks.
It doesn't bother me that much, but I know it does bother some people.
No, it doesn't bother me either.
Do any of you girls go to Restaurant Depot? Because we tried the bacon from there, and it was very lean and delicious. And like you said, I'd rather have the real deal, but a little bit less of it.
Yeah.
But it wasn't as fatty as the regular bacon. It was a little thicker, like not like the thick one. It was kind of in between, but it's delicious from there.
My husband is working the whole weekend again. We were hoping he'd have tomorrow off, but he doesn't. So it's up to me to cook, and I'm very good at it. He's so much better than I am. So I need easy things. What should I make for dinner? I'm like at a loss.
I know what I haven't cooked in weeks, but I'm making roast chicken because I have chicken in my freezer and I'm roasting it and I'm putting lemons on it and I'm just roasting lemon chicken. And I will have that for lunches or dinners, whatever I want it for, and I have enough for the whole week. So, and then I'll add a veggie to it, whatever I find. But I've honestly been sick, so I have not eaten all week. So,
I'm doing a healthy chicken parmesan. It's not on. Well, I'm sure there's probably a 6-day recipe for it, but it's like chicken, vegetables, and then the egg whites and like whole grain breadcrumbs to coat it, and then like low sodium marinara sauce, that kind of stuff, because it's easy and it's really good for lunches the next day too. It's just really easy and fast, and that's the only thing I've got on my meal plan for the week so far.
Carrie, what about the chicken parm that you made? You had a really great recipe for it.
Ooh.
And it looked delicious. I think you even posted it, didn't you?
Yeah, I didn't really have a recipe for it. I just did very similar. I took chicken cutlets,
Mm-hmm.
egg whites. I used panko for it just because Greg prefers the texture.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just baked that. I baked them on both sides, like really high temperature though. So like actually, I used olive oil spray on it. So it just does get a little crispy on the outside. And then I just did, like homemade sauce that I think I had in the freezer. And then I just did a little sprinkle of cheese, like not even a blue on each. It was probably half of a blue on each one of them. And it was like delicious. And it just tasted so good. Like I'm used to chicken parm, like super cheesy fried chicken. Like it doesn't have to be like that to be still delicious chicken parm.
It's true.
And I gobbled it up.
I'd probably like that so much better than the actual normal chicken parm because I'm not a cheesy person. So like I would be like, I might actually like that better.
It looked very light, like it wasn't like saturated in the tomato sauce either. You had just the chicken cutlet with a little sauce on top and then the cheese.
Yeah,
it just like light, you know.
Yep, each individual piece I made just sauce on it and then cheese on that individual piece.
Right.
I was thinking about doing stuffed peppers because it's all in one shot. Like you don't have to like put anything. It's like you can make them and just like store them.
Last time I made them with the ground turkey. They were really good.
That's a really good idea.
Yeah.
That's a really good idea.
And next time I'm going to take it one step further. I have to be quiet so Tim doesn't hear. I'm going to put the cauli rice in there instead of regular rice and try it.
I really love this stuffed pepper
that's
with the cauli rice. I love it. And it's so filling. I find it's more filling than rice with the veggies. Is that possible?
And peppers are so healthy for you.
I was just looking at something. Oh, I think it was the hemp seeds. I started using those in some things. Like if you use, I'm back to breakfast, but like in oatmeal or something like that. But hemp seeds, I read about them. I forget what it said, but there were so many health benefits to hemp seeds. And they don't taste like anything. They're like to me, they reminded me of like a fluffy sesame seed. They don't have much taste or anything. It's like chia. Doesn't it, just put it in. Throw it in.
Hey, Carrie, what kind of salad or mason jar lunches are you making this week?
So sick of them. I've had salad jars for so long. The favorite ones that I would definitely recommend is like a taco salad. I did with the Trader Joe's avocado, lime dressing, whole tomatoes so nothing touches it, peppers, taco meat, and I make my own seasoning, the Beachbody seasoning with turkey chopped meat, cheese, avocado.
Gotcha.
If we have corn, if I'm having it for lunch, I'll put corn in it as my carb. For dinner, I'll not put the corn in it because I don't like to have my carbs at night. It's so good.
Might be doing that because I'm traveling, more traveling in the car this upcoming week. And like, you always have your mason jars, and I'm like, which one should she make it this week? Because I might be doing the same.
I honestly take mine out of the fridge at 8 o'clock when I leave for work, and I just leave it on my desk, and I have lunch at maybe 1 o'clock. So it sits there all day. And it's actually good because I don't like the turkey meat if it's straight from the fridge.
I don't like it cold.
I don't like it cold. So this leaves everything room temperature. And then I just literally just flip the jar upside down at my desk, and I let the salad dressing kind of go through everything, and then I just shake it up a little bit and I eat it right out of the jar. It's like,
you eat it right out of the jar?
Sounds like the most magical thing I've ever heard.
It's delicious. I was like, why did I never think of it? And for Greg's, I get him like Tostito chips or something, and I put it either on the side and he'll eat it out like that, or sometimes I got shredded ones once and I just put them on top of it because he wanted crunch.
Gotcha.
Them too, so it's good for everyone.
Well, I don't go to work, as you well know, so I can make the salads fresh. So I'm just thinking that any of those mason jar salads, you could, whatever salad you make at home, you can make a Greek salad or a chef salad, like even a BLT salad. Any salad that you're going to make at home in a bowl, you could make in there, correct?
I've done a chef salad, and it was freaking delicious. I don't like doing lettuce in it just because I feel like the lettuce is hard when it's in the jar to get out of the jar, and then it's sprigs of lettuce shooting all over my desk. But the Cobb salad I've done it with literally just fresh chicken, and I did regular bacon, just 2 pieces in each, and it was actually, I think I did a piece and a half, and it was enough. Avocado, romaine lettuce. I did a little bit of blue cheese dressing that I watered down first, and I put that in the bottom, so it was only half of an orange. And then just a little bit of crumbled blue cheese on it. And then I did an egg. I did 1 egg with each one. So it was hard-boiled egg in there also. That was delicious. I would do that again. That makes me want to have Cobb salad right now.
Yeah. Is that Cobb or is that chef? Cobb.
Sorry, did I say chef? I meant Cobb.
No, that's okay. Because, the chef is more like meats, right? Like deli meat and stuff.
I've never done that. I try to stay away from them because I don't know which ones are really low, whatever they say is bad for you.
Well, Carrie, that's special, that ham that you get, you rave about, right?
Yeah, that's low sodium, but what is the thing that sulfates or something? What's in
Oh, yeah. All those
carcinogen.
Yeah. I don't think that has ones without that. I think that's in Boar's Head one. So I try
they're literally like, they're cold cuts. I mean, they're even one slice is, I mean, not that we don't breathe in and eat toxic things, but they say like cold cuts are like really up there with bad
hot dogs.
things to eat. Hot dogs. They're so good though.
Love a hot dog. If anyone has a semi-healthy
hot dog,
like a hot dog, let me know.
No. Any hot dog that's semi-healthy is disgusting. I went to a Jets game a few weeks ago, and these guys next to me, I'm like, I want a hot dog. And like, they're like, we have the best hot dogs. They're from Connecticut. They were so gross. I'm like, no, this is not a New York. This is not a hot dog. Like, disgusting. And like, they have vegan ones that are really disgusting. Oh,
extra bad.
Thank you guys.
One hot dog you have a year is worth it.
I'm sorry, I just realized there's less than a minute, so I'm like,
I'm so tired.
We're gonna get booted.
But it's broken. I so just now you were like something hot dog.
Like, me?
Yeah, because your internet is slow, so it's like where you're like.
It is because I'm in my bedroom.
She sounds stoned.